with automated workflows, enabling what faster and more accurate what transactions. So now, with the help of electronic procurement systems, that is how come if you really want to procure, you can go to the website of the organization and then you can place your order. It is going to be delivered to you. So the electronic procurement involves how businesses are conducting procurement activities electronically through the web-based systems and integrated software. Okay, so when we look at the electronic procurement systems, then we need to consider the key components of electronic procurement systems. So when we look at the key components, we have the electronic sourcing. So the electronic sourcing will help us to identify potential suppliers online. So if I want to buy something, if I need a new mobile phone, I can just go online and then search. So I can electronically, I don't need to go to Circle and then walk to the shops before I can do the enquiries to know that whether they have this type or they don't have it. And if I want to know the suppliers even in town, probably those that are even closer to where I'm staying, yeah, I can just go online and do that. So the electronic sourcing or the e-sourcing will help us to identify and then even do an evaluation of the suppliers, the potential suppliers that we have online. So we can use digital platforms for supplier selection. So when we check, we could see that, oh, there is one supplier at maybe Circle who is quoting 2,500. And then there is one at maybe Achimota who is also quoting maybe 2,400. So when we check quality and other things, I mean, we can say that, okay, all things being equal, then let me go in for the one at maybe Achimota, but not necessarily the price. If we are thinking about the functions, then probably maybe I may also look at the one that is quite good for me, then I'll do that. So when we look at the components, e-sourcing is one, and then we have the e-tendering. So we have electronic ones and submission of tenders. And this is helping us to achieve, if we want to be more transparent, then e-tendering is helping us, also helping organizations to make sure that there is a competitive bidding process. There is a competitive bidding process. So all potential suppliers who qualify will be able to also for that contract. Then we have the catalogs, and this is helping us to have a digital listing of approved products and services. So that at the end of the day, it will facilitate easy comparison and selection of the tenders. Then we have the e-purchasing or the e-ordering. So we can now do the purchase orders and approvals. And this is just an automated requisition processes. So when we do that, we have the electronic invoicing and electronic payment. So electronically, we can process the invoices. And then there is an integration part helping us with financial systems for the payment. Then we have supplier relationship with management. So with the electronic procurement systems, the supplier relationship management will help us to do tracking of supplier performance, how we are going to communicate, and then collaboration. So the electronic procurement will help us to achieve that. Okay, so when we look at the key components of electronic procurement system, then we can move on to the importance of electronic procurement what systems. So one is what efficiency, what improvement, because there is a speed for our procurement cycles. So when we check off the sourcing, the e-tendering, and the e-catalog that is helping us, the invoicing and payment, main. So in terms of identification of the potential suppliers and all that, the electronic procurement system is actually helping us. So there is a speed up procurement cycles for us, and that is quite helping us to achieve uh, more efficient. And cost reduction is too, because once we are doing everything online, it is going to minimize administrative and transaction costs. And then in terms of transparency, it is going to reduce corruption and it will enhance accountability. So when the system is fully automated, it is going to minimize human errors. So we will achieve accuracy, whereby the organization is going to minimize human errors. And then in terms of data management, it is going to help us to manage our data. So we can do real-time tracking and reporting when it comes to data management. Okay, now we look at the enterprise resource planning systems. That is our ERP systems. So the ERP systems are integrated software platforms used by organizations to manage and automate core business processes. So the core business processes such as finance, procurement, inventory, human resources, and operations within a unified system. So the ERP systems enable real-time data sharing across departments, improving coordination and decision making. So when the organization is having this ERP system in place, it is going to help. So when there is an approval, there is a pending approval, when we send it to maybe finance department, you sit in your office and you can track it. The procurement unit can check. When we order the issues, we can easily update it, and then all the other functional departments will be aware of it. So in some organizations, it's highly automated to the extent that even other departments have access to check the stock level of the organization. So they can go into the system and check. And sometimes they will even prompt the procurement unit that, please, probably we are operating below our minimum stock level. Can we then order? Or procurement unit, please, we are just alerting you so that you start the process. So the enterprise resource systems are integrated. So if you are the finance department, procurement department, inventory, human, once you have access, the organization will give some people access. and then they can just go and check. So when we are procuring something and we need an approval and it is a pending approval, all of us, all the functional managers, the supervisors, and those having access can see. And then whatever that they need to do, they can all collaborate and then work. So you see the ERP system centralize the organizational data into a single database, allowing the different functional unit to access and update information simultaneously. So this is actually eliminating data with silos. It is not just everything that we need to call the procurement manager to find out what is happening. You are the only person having it. You are the only person that can speak to it. No, this is actually what eliminating data silos. And it is enhancing operational efficiency. So even the other department could prompt you that, please, we need to work on this. Okay, yes. So that is the ERP systems for us. So we look at the key models of the ERP systems. Okay. So when we look at the key models of the ERP systems, we have the finance and accounting. So financial reporting and budgeting, payable, receivables, accounts, everything is there for us. We have procurement and supply chain. So the purchase requisitions and orders, supplier management and contract tracking. We can also track everything. Inventory and warehouse management. So stock tracking and control, warehouse operations and logistics. And then human resource management, the payroll, recruitment and employee records, performance management, and all that. In terms of production and operations, planning and scheduling, resource allocation, the ERP will help us to do all this. So we look at the importance of the ERP systems. So when we look at the importance of the ERP systems, one is integration. So the be connecting all business into one platform. Two is efficiency, because the system is highly automated, and therefore the routine processes, we don't struggle. We don't struggle. The purchase order numbers and all that, it will be done by the system. Accuracy. So the system is helping us to reduce errors through real-time data updates. And in terms of decision making, the system is providing data analytics and reporting tools for us to make good decisions. And then transparency. The ERP system is actually enhancing accountability and traceability. So when they can call you, that please check the stock level of this item. We have, the system is saying that we have just 15. And there is no way you can tell, unless maybe you have to go to the field and probably count it to see if indeed there is a mistake somewhere. But the system will help all the other departments to know what's happening. Okay. Then we will now look at the digital transformation in procurement. So the digital transformation in procurement refers to the integration of advanced digital technologies into procurement processes to improve efficiency, transparency, decision-making, and strategic value creation. And it goes beyond simple automation to fundamentally reshape how organizations source, negotiate, purchase, and manage suppliers. So when we talk about digital transformation in procurement, in Ghana here, what can we say? What comes to mind? Digital transformation in procurement. So I was talking about the publican AI issue. And then we all know the introduction of the garnish. So the digital transformation is actually looking at how best we are going to leverage on technology such as the artificial intelligence, big data analytics, cloud computing, blockchain, Internet of Things to create smart data-driven procurement systems. So that is how come Ghana Revenue Authority has introduced the publican AI. So when we look at digital transformation, we could see the canvas, cloud computing, blockchain technology, big data analytics. They are all embedded. Okay. So we now consider the key element of digital procurement transformation. And one is process automation. So there is an automation of repetitive task, the purchase orders, approvals, invoicing. So we are making good use of robotic process automation. Two, there is a data-driven decision making because when we look at the digital procurement transformation, it is helping us to achieve real-time analytics for spend analysis, predictive insights for demand forecasting. Three, supplier digital integration because there is an online supplier portals. So this is helping us to ensure digital collaboration and performance tracking. And then there is a transparency and compliance. Transparency and compliance. So there is a digital audit trails. And this is actually helping us to reduce corruption and improve accountability. And it is helping us to achieve end-to-end procurement platforms. So there is an integration with the enterprise resource planning systems and financial systems helping us. So this is helping us to achieve seamless procurement lifecycle management. Okay. Then we can now look at technologies actually driving digital procurement. So artificial intelligence is one for supplier selection and risk analysis. Artificial intelligence is helping us. So if there is a supplier that you doubt, you can even use the AI to check to know if that business is indeed operating in TEMA. You can really, really use it to check. Blockchain is helping us for secure and transparent transactions that we will do. And then the cloud computing is helping organizations for scalability. So we can now scale up our procurement platforms. And then there is a big data for us to know our spend analysis and even market intelligence. And then Internet of Things is helping us to achieve real-time tracking of the goods and the inventory. So these are the importance of digital transformation in procurement. efficiency gains is one, because it is helping us to achieve faster procurement cycles. Cost reduction, the system is helping us because we can now talk about optimization when we look at sourcing, and this is going to help us to reduce the overhead costs. So there is indeed cost reduction. And then in terms of transparency, the digital transformation procurement is helping us to improve on that. So this is reducing fraud and it is enhancing what? Governance. And then there is a better supplier with relationships, because now we can now rely on data. Okay, and then the data driven will help us to collaborate. And then we can also achieve strategic value worth creation, where procurement is now more of what? Competitive advantage. So we need to make sure the digital transformation is helping us to ensure strategic what? Value creation. So we now look at blockchain in supply chains. Yes. So blockchain in supply chains refers to the use of distributed ledger technology, that is DLT, distributed ledger technology, to record, verify, and share supply chain transactions in a secure, transparent, and even if they want to tamper what we have done, there is a tamper-resistant manner. It enables all stakeholders, suppliers, manufacturers, the logistics providers, and buyers to access a single trusted version of transaction data in a real time. So the blockchain is a decentralized digital system where transactions are recorded in blocks and linked chronologically to form a chain. So once recorded, data cannot be easily altered, ensuring immutability, transparency, and trust across the supply chain. So it is widely associated with modern logistics digitalization and is supported by what? Technology such as smart contracts and Internet of Things integration. So these are the key features of blockchain technology. One, decentralization. So there is no single controlling what? Authority. Data shared across all network participants. So decentralization. Transparency, where all authorized parties can view transaction history. So all authorized parties can view transaction what? History. And then we have immutability. Data cannot be altered once recorded. And this is helping the organizations to prevent fraud and manipulation. There is a traceability, end-to-end tracking of the goods from origin to destination. And this is good for quality assurance and compliance. And then there is a smart contract where there is an automated execution of agreement when conditions are met. And this is reducing delays and human what? Intervention. Then we look at the applications of blockchain in supply chains. Applications of the blockchain in supply chains. One has to do with product traceability. So we can now track the goods from the origin to the end user. So product traceability. Procurement and contract management. So it is helping us to secure supplier contract through smart contract. So transparent bidding and tendering what? Processes. And logistics and shipping, there is a real-time tracking of shipment. This is helping us to reduce documentation errors. And then anti-counterfeiting. So we can indeed do a verification of the product's authenticity. This is going to help us to prevent fraud and illegal goods. And when we come to customs and trade documentation, the digital tamper-proof shipping document is helping customs to help them achieve faster clearance processes. Okay, then we look at the benefits of blockchain in supply chains. One, it is enhancing transparency. So all transactions are visible and verifiable. Two, it is improving trust because the blockchain is actually reducing disputes among stakeholders because all transactions are visible and verifiable. So this is improving trust by reducing disputes among the stakeholders. And there is a greater efficiency because this is eliminating intermediaries and paperwork. So there is a greater efficiency, and it is also helping organizations to reduce fraud. So this is helping us to prevent data tampering because people can even go and then manipulate the figures. Now it will not work. And this is helping us to actually also fight against corruption. And there is a better traceability because we can just identify all the supply chain issues. So we will know where the goods are coming from and where the goods are going. So it is very easy for us to ensure better traceability. Okay, thank you. Any questions so far? Yes.
Yes, please.
Also,
Yes, sir. With this
yeah,
blockchain in supply chains, in simple terms, are we talking about only distribution using the blockchain?
it is not only distribution.
Okay.
It is not only distribution. You see, if you look at, even if you want to procure, you see now, even if you go to Papaya, right, or we pick a firm like um yes, or Chicken Man, or Pizza Man, right? You could see they have branches all over.
Yes.
Yes. But now you see, you go to each branch and there is a branch manager. Now in terms of decentralization issues, there is no single controlling authority. So the data is shared across all network participants. So you see that once you order and then they ask you to pay, they all have access to it. So it is easy for them to account. So in terms of procuring, in terms of data management and all that, it is helping us. And when we are also procuring from our suppliers, they also buy from other suppliers. It is the same thing. So you cannot sit in one branch and you'll be making money. You'll be cheating the owner of the business. Do you get it?
Yes, please.
And people can even go and negotiate. So they will buy the goods for maybe 5,000 and they will come and tell you that it was 10,000. You send the money and then we can trace it. So there is a history for us to track whatever that you are saying. So the blockchain is for transparency. It is helping us where nobody can go and then even alter the records that we have. And whenever that we want to trace, it is helping us to trace it. So where did you buy the goods? The origin, we will see. So you cannot just sit down and tell us that you are buying from China, meanwhile you are buying from South Africa. So there is end-to-end tracking. So you could see that if you go to maybe Papaya to buy something and then you pay it, you can still refer to it. And they have data. So nobody can sit down and then cheat the organization. Also, are you okay?
Yes, please. It's better now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes, hello, sir. I have a
Yes,
question.
hello.
Yes, I have a
Yes,
question. Yeah, I
okay.
wanted to
Philip, right?
know, yes, sir.
Okay.
How does blockchain influence supplier relationship?
Or how is it influencing supplier relationship?
Yes, sir.
Oh, the supplier relationship, you see, we touch on even trust. You see, when there is a trust, your supplier can trust you. Then it means that they can indeed even rely on you. Okay. Yes. So when you trust someone, you can indeed rely on the person. And you know that this person, the business that we are doing, the person is not going to cheat us. We are dealing with the right people. Sometimes, if you've heard about agency theory, people may just pretend that, oh, I'm the manager of the organization. But in real terms, they are not. They are just an agent. So now when you look at it in terms of where you are dealing with someone and you can easily trace it, you know where the person is working in terms of quality assurance and compliance and everything. I mean, it is indeed influencing supplier relationship management because you have access to the data. And that is how come you even know your suppliers. You also know your customers. Suppliers will also know their customers. And then when they are not buying from you, you can just communicate what is happening. So they can even send you a message. So it is actually helping you. We can collaborate, and the supplier will also trust the 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 buying organization. And when you are doing business, you do business with confidence because you know very well that you have access to the data and nobody can go and then even change whatever that we have done. And that is a very good thing. So sometimes you may even pay a supplier, and that supplier will come back and tell you that you did not pay or you've not faced such a challenge. Philip,
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have. I have.
yes, yes. So because of the blockchain, we don't struggle because we have the data. Even sometimes they may even tell you that, oh, you pay 30%, not 60%. And with the aid of the blockchain technology, we can just go and then check. So when we check, then the parties will say that, oh, okay. So they will not even argue about it. So in terms of influence, a whole lot that we can really think about.
Yeah, so it means as far as the informations are recorded in the system, even if
Yeah,
the supplier wants to find any information, he goes to check the previous records and gets to know, okay, this is what we have been able to do, or this is what we have been able to pay so far. Then it builds the trust in
The
that
trust,
investment.
yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
All right,
To
I
build the
understand.
trust. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Because if you can indeed verify, you know where the goods are coming from. You know, you have confidence dealing with such a supplier or the buying firm. And you know, some people may also pretend that, oh, I'm working in this organization, so please send me these goods. We want to buy from you. And some suppliers will also deliver, and then they will get to know that such company does not even what exist.
Exist.
Hmm.
Okay, okay.
Yes. And there was this issue that when we look at how best the blockchain is actually eliminating intermediaries and then even the paperwork. You see, and the trust is actually telling us how it is reducing even the dispute among shareholders. There was this mining company, this very sensitive information, so I will not mention the name of the company. You see, they were just relying on one agent to buy one of the dangerous chemicals for them. And you see, uh, he used the name of that company, okay, and he bought the goods, but the chemicals he bought was rather going to a small scale, not the company. So they reported that no, when they were tracking it, they reported that the mining company bought the chemicals and sold to the small scale mining because they are not supposed to use it. And then with the help of technology, the expediting officer in that company called the agent that tell me the truth because I know that we bought from you this date. So please, you also bought this item on this date. So please tell us the truth. Then the man told them that no, I only used the name of your company, but the items were sold to a small scale company. So if we don't have this technology, you could see that they cannot even trace to know. You see, they track the origin and then they were able to also track the end, the destination of the goods. And they noticed that the goods did not go to the right company. Okay.
So, hello.
Yes,
So,
Ofori.
yeah. I'm trying to get to the blockchain, but can you give us just one company? I want a company who is using this blockchain and how it's being worked, and also are they being regulated or that?
Oh, but even Ghana here, we are using blockchain.
Okay.
We are using it. Ofori, when you look at the applications, the product traceability, the shipping and all that, we are using it. Some companies are actually using it over here. Hello, can you hear me, Ofori?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Yes, yes. So some companies are actually using it. You know, when this Chicken Man and Co started, if you want to buy and you go there, sometimes even if you want to give them the fiscal cash and all that, you will not get any message. Or you did not witness that. Hello, Ofori.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I had
But
such an
now,
experience.
yes, now when you go there and even you are giving them cash, fiscal cash, you still get a message.
Yes.
So what? Yes, you get a message. So what it is telling you is that they are making sure all the branches are also having access to that data. So you cannot just sell and you keep the money. And then that is where some branch managers will come and then account for half and take the rest. You can't do that. So a lot of companies are actually using it even over here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so yes, personally, I think I shared this with, I went to what's it? Yeah, Dansuman, sorry down branch, yeah, Papaya. And I bought I bought something from them. So not knowing the lady quoted wrong amount. Instead of 200, was it 280? She said 180. And I paid the 180 because so when I left the following day, she called me. There was a mistake. She mentioned 180 instead of 280. And because I was having now, you see, they printed the receipt by because I was using the system to pay. I didn't check. So the following day we checked and then I said, okay, then let me pay. Then I sent it to them. So if you don't have this, how are you going to even trace it? It's just like you go and you buy and then it has to, the company will just ask the person to pay because she made a mistake. But now we can talk to the customer. Then the customer will come and you see, this one, there's no need for you to. So you see how it is reducing dispute among the stakeholders. You don't need to talk because the records are there. So you pick the receipt, you check, and you could see that, oh, it is up to 280. But the lady said 180. So you have to pay. So a lot are using it. Okay. So now you see that even when you order for, yes, Ofori,
Yes, sir.
yes, when we talk about even these traceability issues, okay, now when you use your Bolt app or the Uber app, as soon as you order, what do you see? The name of the driver, you see it. The car that is coming to pick you, you see it. And you can even check where the car is actually coming from.
Yes, sir. You
And
see all that.
yes, so you can even share that one with a friend, even if you are entertaining any fear. Okay. So when you are going to Dansoman and they send you to Choco, you could see that we can easily track that driver. So there is a traceability. So once you order and they tell you that the delivery guy is coming now, if the delivery guy is coming, the app will tell you that in 2 minutes time, the delivery guy will get to your end. But gone are the days, they will only tell you that, oh, boss, please, we are coming home. And there's no way you can trace it. But now it's not like that. It will tell you that the next 30 minutes, the rider will get to your end and deliver the goods to you. Yeah, Ofori, are you okay?
Yes, sir. Fully okay
Okay.
now.
Yes. Yes. So a lot of the companies are really using it. Okay. Class rep. Um, can we close for the day?
Yes, sir. No problem, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So
You're
God
welcome.
willing,
God bless you too.
thank you. Amen. So God willing, next week.
The
Same
slide.
time, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Please
Okay.
kindly forward the slide to the page as we redirect.
Please come again.
Kindly forward
Kindly
the.
forward the slide to us.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to do that. Class rep, thank you. I'm going to do that. Okay.
You're
All
welcome,
right.
sir.
So
All
enjoy the rest of your
right.
day. Bye bye.
Same to you, sir.
Okay.
And
Thank you, sir. Bye.